What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is my Fastlane review. And if you've seen my my thoughts on Andrade getting released by WWE video, you kind of seen the energy I had in that video. I was upset because everybody kept interrupting my recording. Like it. I wanted to just upload the bloopers and all that stuff, but you barely can hear them interrupting me in the background, but you can hear some of it. But I'm not gonna upload it. It's too embarrassing. But his actual review. I am praying I have no interruptions. I have no interruptions in this. So let's get into it. So we kicked off with, well, actually, we were on the kickoff show. Matt Riddle versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali was through the whole match was kind of taunting Retribution, was was basically doing that. And at the end of the match, we seen at the end of the match we seen Matt Riddle hit a Bro Derek off the second rope and pin Mustafa Ali to retain his U.S. championship. Then we seen Mustafa Ali yelling at Reckoning, Homewrecker, Slap Dick, freaking and Reckoning left, Slap Jack left, and the last two the only two members that was in there was Mace and T-Bag. Then both of them choke slam Mustafa Ali, so that means the end of Retribution. Thank the Lord. So I don't even know why this match was on the kickoff show. This should have kicked off Russell. I think this should have kicked off the show. I think like it shouldn't have been no kickoff. I think why are they having championship matches on the kickoff show? It shouldn't be no championship matches on the kickoff show. If you're just gonna do a regular match, if you're gonna do a regular match or something, just like a something to warm us up. But this shouldn't have been on the kickoff show. This should have been on the main show. No championship match should be on the kickoff show. I'm gonna just say that right now. We opened up with Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Bianca Belair went for a 450 on Shayna Baszler, and Reginald got involved. And Bianca Belair strike Reginald, and Bianca Belair picked up Shayna Baszler like she was going for the glam slam, and Sasha Banks tagged herself in. And when Bianca Belair put her down, like Sasha Banks hit a knee on Shayna and locked in the bank statement. And Bianca Belair was trying to get Nia Jax to she was trying to stop Nia Jax from breaking up the submission, but Nia Jax ended up pushing Bianca Belair into Sasha Banks, so they end up losing, and Shayna Baszler end up rolling up Sasha Banks. Shayna Baszler should not be rolling up Sasha Banks. She should be choking. She should have been choking her out. She should have been choking her out. But okay. We seen Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair arguing. Then we see Sasha Banks slap Bianca Belair, and we seen like Bianca Belair kind of looking shocked and all that stuff, and she just pointed at the WrestleMania sign. Her brother. I'm not saying it's going to be a good match. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad match at WrestleMania, but this is not a good story. This is not a good story. Shane McMahon and Elias backstage segment. Shane McMahon earlier when he was training for his match, he ended up landing awkwardly on his ankle, I think. And Elias was begging Shane McMahon to get him on WrestleMania. And he said, "Okay, I got an idea." So we got Apollo Crews versus Big E. So this match wasn't good. This match wasn't good, but they're going to hold this match off for WrestleMania. So both of their shoulders, I believe, was down. I think nobody won here. I don't know. I'm gonna just say Big E because I seen him rolling up somebody. But as far as I know, is both shoulders was down. So I'm gonna just say, matter of fact, I'm gonna just say Big E won. We seen Apollo Crews attack him after the match, and we hear the commentator say, Apollo Crews is the last man standing. You know what we're gonna do. You know what we're gonna get at WrestleMania, a last man standing match, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, for the record, this show was terrible. I'm gonna just say that right now. For the record, this show was. Matter of fact, I'm not. Yeah, yes, this show was terrible. Not one match, only three matches was interesting. I was getting my hopes up for Big E and Apollo, but no, they disappointed me tonight. But the rest of these matches was like, I'm not gonna lie, the only three matches that was actually good. One of them was weird, but the other three was good. Was Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan, Sheamus and Drew, surprising, right? And the Fiend and Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton. So that was the only three matches that I liked about this match, about the show. So Elias was in the ring, and Shane McMahon told him, "Wait a minute, I forgot. You're replacing me in my match, bro." And I want to say something. I predicted that Elias was going to fight Braun Strowman. Well, I didn't predict it in my predictions, but I said, who's going to replace him? Elias. And guess what happened? Elias replaced Shane Shane McMahon. Braun Strowman ended up beating Elias in seconds. So we get Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Seth Rollins and Shinsuke go back and forth. This was a boring match, honestly. Seth Rollins hit a curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins wins, as I predicted. Drew and Sheamus. Drew versus Sheamus was a fucking good match. That was one of the best matches on this card. I was not looking forward to this match, but they tore the fucking house down. Well, they tore the Thunderdome down. I love this fucking match. They was destroying the Thunderdome, destroying the LED screens and all that stuff. And we seen sparks fly when Drew threw Sheamus through the Thunderdome through the where the fans pop up on the LED thing. So yeah. We seen Sheamus get a piece of the table, and he was going to hit him with it, but Drew McIntyre was fighting back, and he hits a future shot on the piece of the table, and hits a Claymore kick for the 1, 2, 3. So next we got Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton. Randy Orton was doing his pose, that T-Rex pose. He don't even do it with grace anymore. He just do T-Rex. You know what I'm saying? Randy Orton started coughing up black shit, and Randy Orton asked for a towel, and he said, "I'm sick of these games. Come out, Alexa." Alexa Bliss came out with white face paint on and black eyeliner around her eyes, and this barely was a match. This barely was a match. I'm sorry, this wasn't a match. We seen fireballs getting thrown. We seen fire in a ring. We see the roof collapsing, and then guess who comes back? The Fiend, a burnt to a crisp Fiend, looking like Freddy Krueger. Sister Abigail's Randy Orton. Alexa gets the pin for the 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss wins. So I don't think we're gonna get. Do I think we're going to get this side of this that Bray at WrestleMania? I don't think so. I think he's still. I think we're going to get a new mask by then. I think we're going to get a new mask by then because he's not going to go and wrestle into WrestleMania burnt up. But this was honestly, it was good for the story. It was okay. It was okay. Like I don't know why people hate this so much. Like it reminded me of the whole Papa Shango shit and all the Jake Roberts stuff. Like I love this. But turning this around to the last match, Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan. So Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. This was actually a good match. This was a fantastic match. Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. I mean, this wasn't even like they barely did any high spots. We didn't see any. I don't even think I seen one person go to the top turnbuckle, and they were just grappling and all that stuff. And we see Roman Reigns getting the best of Daniel Bryan. We seen Daniel Bryan getting the best of Roman Reigns. He was targeting the arm of Roman Reigns, and this is what happened. The referee gets knocked out after Daniel Bryan tried to hit the knee on Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns ended up ducking and hitting the knee on the referee. So Edge ended up coming in and taking the spot of the referee. And Edge comes in. We see Jey Uso. We see Jey Uso come in and super kick. He just hit a super kick party. It was a super kick party. Jey Uso, Jey Uso super kick Edge. Jey Uso super kick Daniel Bryan and all that stuff. He grabbed a chair and he was about to wail on Daniel Bryan. Then Daniel Bryan grabbed the chair, would start beating the shit out of Jey Uso with the chair, and then he tried to hit Roman Reigns with the chair, but he ducked and hit Edge. And then Roman Reigns, I think he tried to go for a spear and he hits Daniel Bryan locks in the bell lock, the yes lock, whatever you want to call it, and Roman Reigns taps out. And Edge starts starts beating the shit out of Daniel Bryan with the chair, starts beating the shit out of Roman Reigns with the chair, and then we see another referee come in, and Roman Reigns just pins Daniel Bryan. So that's how we end up tonight. Now, this show fucking sucked. Will it? Look, will I recommend this pay-per-view to anybody? No. I would not. I wouldn't recommend this show to anybody. I'm sorry. I wasn't even going into the show with expectations. I knew Edge was gonna turn. Now let me just say something real quick. Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns storyline fucking sucked as well. I fucking hate that storyline as well. I was fine with if you would have booked. This is the thing. Let's go back to before the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan should have been booked better going into the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan should have been booked better. If you was gonna have him be the final 3 or something, still have him get eliminated. But I would have had him looking strong coming into the Royal Rumble. On SmackDown, he was losing back to back to Cesaro and Shinsuke. What makes you think he deserves a shot at Roman Reigns? That is not a person I would want him to go against. Roman Reigns will fucking kill him. With that Daniel Bryan that was losing back to back to Cesaro and Shinsuke, Roman Reigns will chew him up and spit him out. I wanted the old Daniel Bryan, the Daniel Bryan that just like I wanted the old Daniel Bryan, not this stupid Daniel, not this Daniel Bryan. Going backstage segments with Otis. Doing backstage segments with Otis was cringy as fuck. And have Edge win the Royal Rumble, and you booked the match around spear versus spear instead of booking the match around Edge lost the championship. He wants to reclaim the championship that he never lost. He wants to have one more reign as champion. And Roman Reigns is the best heel to do that. Instead of booking it like that, y'all book it this way. Y'all book it this way. I did not want Daniel Bryan in this match. I did not want Daniel Bryan in this match. How they're booking it right now is fucking atrocious. But whatever. I guess we gotta accept it now. Now I want Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania because how they book Edge and Roman Reigns is fucking stupid. So Daniel Bryan is going into WrestleMania as the face. So whatever. But let me know your thoughts about this pay-per-view. See you guys later. Peace out.